Hey guys, this is Vess and welcome back to another speed art. This is a commission for TheFallenEngi. I don't know why I said that way. I guess I wanted to make it dramatic. No, so yeah guys, went ahead and did this commission. This commission was actually a custom creation, like a custom character creation. That's what I call it on my commission sheet. So basically it was two characters that needed to be customized. Her name is Sky, and then there's like Sky and a Dark Sky. So basically it's her and then her demon form, and I had to play a lot with what the NG gave me. If you look on my left hand side, you're gonna see references from the wazoo, and this is why I love my commissioners, because they know what they need and what they want, you know. And I love that, and the simple fact is it helps me come out with the best for them. And I couldn't ask for more. I'm blessed. So that's how I feel about this whole situation. Honestly speaking, I love this character. This character is so beautiful. Like, I love her, and I guess it's because I had to put her together and I was just putting so much thought into her. So yeah, she's supposed to look like the girl right here with that gray and, you know, the boxing gloves and stuff on your left hand side. She's supposed to look like her but have different hair, and it's supposed to be like a transition hair. At first I didn't know what like, I drew the sketch, and when I drew the sketch, and she was like, yep, go with that, I like it. And then when I did the line work, you know, it was like, yep, I love it, go do that. We did do a lot of tweaks on the hands for the Dark Sky, because she needed it. Like, I didn't, like, I knew what I was supposed to do, but I didn't know like too much of what I was supposed to do, so I was basically playing around with what I had. And if it wasn't for NG, I don't think I would have been able to complete it, because you know, he was like, make it bigger, do this, do that. And when I finished it, he was like, yep, leave it, that's done, it's good. So that's what I really like about, you know, talking to the commissioner, getting it done. With character creations, I do talk on, when I'm ready to do it, I talk to the commissioner that whole day. Like, this was a 9-hour project also. So I literally grabbed the attention of NG all day, and you know, input. This took me from I start sketching around the morning, and then you know, I have breaks in between because I eat, do everything else, then I come back, and then when I'm done with the sketch, I send it off. So I sent it off around the afternoon. I think I got done with the line work like maybe a couple of hours from that, and then after I was done with that, I did the color, and then I sent that off. And then it was like, you know, from there and there and there, you know, I usually grab the attention from, it's like usually a day or two, because I like to have that communication and that, you know, that line where I know that I'm doing everything right. What I have to say is I did love some of for Dark Sky, I loved some of the things that was given to me for her. I did like that metallic look to it, and I did like that dark energy around her body look to it. So what I did was I tried to meet it in between, like meet it in the middle, where it's like, you know, it's basically her body, and then it has that, you know, that dark energy that looks almost like it's metallic. If you guys ever watch Witchblade, you understand what I'm talking about. Like, it's connected to the body. So that's the kind of feel that I wanted to give, because I'm looking at this image right now on the left. It inspired me to give her the outfit that I wanted, like, you know, the way it just forms on her. So that's what I was talking about with the whole, you know, it's dark energy, but it has that nice metallic look, you know, feel to it. Like, oh, it could be metallic if we wanted it to. Again, I think it's a gauntlet. Is, you know, when you it's like the fist of fury. You know, we have those big fists and stuff like that. I created one. I added like almost a dragon look to it, like almost like demonic looking thing, because that's her dark form. So being that that's what Engi had here, I fell in love with that idea. And I was like, hey, why not? You know, so I did play with it, and I made that hand super huge for him because he was like, that hand gotta be big. You can't have it little. And he was like, he wants it to come up a little bit more like a gauntlet is supposed to. So, you know, I played a lot with that, and I fixed it up to where he wanted it. Then I sent it back off, and he was like, perfect. So after we did perfect, I was like, cool beans. I did the line work over again because I don't like to have that thick line there. I like my lines nice and thin enough to, you know, work with it. So I went ahead, I did that, and it was a little bit of a process because it's a lot more bigger, but I felt like it came out really good. Like, I'm proud of what I did. Like, I don't know what else way I could have did it, you know, but I'm really proud of how it came out looking. And then the dragon look obviously went with her. It made it look so nice. So with her, she has this long flowy hair, and I thought, hey, why not, you know, just make it long and flowy coming around the light sky. So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking of the dark sky. She's trying to put on her cuffs, but behind her you see the darkness, you know, like what she can possibly turn into. That was my whole idea and concept of this piece. So I think I kind of executed it as good as I can. You will see that more in the coloring phases though. The cool part about this was, along with the references of what she's supposed to look like, there was color points of what the colors should be like. So I was really excited about that, because usually that doesn't to me it's like I don't know what goes on with my brain. I'm like, what, for real? I didn't think it was supposed to be like this, but yeah, it worked out pretty good. With the coloring, I did take some from the girl because she's like a tan color, and you guys know me and my tan girls. I like them, so I make them look nice. So I made her look nice. I gave her the same colors and everything. The only thing different with I think her pants, I gave her 2 stripes instead of 1, and then I gave her like a slight different color to her tank top because it looked different. Now for the hair, I gave her that dark brown hair because she's supposed to have dark brown hair, and then it transitions, wow, to that lightish, you know, gold color you see, like that blondish gold. I call it platinum, like almost platinum color. So this is the first time I think I've actually, like, aside from Celestial Pulse, this is like the first commission that there was a transition in hair like that, you know. So I played around with that and used the techniques I used on my characters in Celestial Pulse, like you know, just give it that nice color. And then when I'm ready to do the full coloring, I usually do like a color burn, and then that helps with like making the colors come out, you know, good. Another thing that I added as a hint was some red energy, as if she was transforming almost. Like I wanted to give that transforming look, you know, like give that nice look that it looks like it just looks like you can see the demon is about to come out of her, you know, like, oh my god, things got real. Like I want to give her that feel. So that's definitely what I wanted. I made her wings tucked in because, again, it was just an illusion of her other side. It wasn't too much of she's about to transform. So I just gave her that illusion. I sent that off. Like when I did all the coloring, I sent it off, and she was like, that looks super awesome. I love it. So I was like, that was a first, because usually when I do custom creations, I usually get some of the colors off. So I was super happy that I got it right for the first time in my life. It's rare occasions. So I decided to give it a black background. The reason why I gave it a black background is because I wanted to elude the power of her. So this is the new technique that I've been talking about with the light blue, and I'm going over it with a color burn. So I have a light blue color, like a really really light cool gray color, and what I do is I go over the character and then I make that layer into a color burn, and it creates this color. And I've been working with this style, and it's not only made my working process a little bit more quicker, but it has a great, like, the colors look really good. And then on top of that, when I worked on this with my comics, I get pages done a lot more quicker. So that's why I am thinking of changing up Celestial Pulse in the next issue, not this issue coming out soon, but the next issue. So I will say next issue, so that I can work a little bit more quicker. I'm trying to find quicker and efficient ways to get Celestial Pulse done, because honestly speaking, I've literally, I need more time to work on things. Then I have home that I gotta deal with and stuff like that, and other things I gotta deal with. So it's like, I want to try to push out Celestial Pulse at the same speed that I'm usually pushing it out, So that's my goal for this whole thing. I gave her the nice little cute little lips on the top, and gave her those piercing eyes that she's supposed to have. Again, I did add that blue, so you're gonna see it. Like, you're really gonna see it. You can see it now. Like, the platinum looks almost bluish. So that's what I added. When it came down to the wings and the whole gauntlet, I went ahead and I just did an airbrush. And the fact that I did an airbrush was so that it could just make it a lot more shadowy, and then I can go back in later with a different, not a darker color, but a little bit of a darker color, just to bring it out a little bit more. You can see I'm playing with it just to figure out how to get that stuff light, because it happens. Like, sometimes I'll be like, for real, Vest, that's a little too dark. That's the only thing I will say you have to worry about with color burn, is the fact that it will be darker on darker colors. Like, it'll look like black and your line work went for nothing. So for that type of stuff, I will say definitely pay attention when you do your color burns. I usually do the coloring, and then I just hintly go over with the erase, and it works. So that's what I do. And it's perfect for any type of art piece that I'm doing. The only thing I don't like about it is when I were to do Fuji's hair. Like, her hair will come out really dark, and you don't see the line work. Like, what's the point? I know her hair is black, but come on. So yeah, this piece, I would say I was very tedious with it too. I was trying to get every nook and cranny. You don't understand. It was just like, I had to get it done so it could look good. It didn't look good if I didn't do it right. You know what I'm saying? So, went ahead, added her eyes. I did that like lightness to it so that I could give it some light, because if it don't got no light, it don't work. I did add some of those highlights, because the highlights are really what brings the things out, brings out the whole body, makes the woman look more 3D, anime-ish. I like anime looking stuff. That's why I decided to go color, so that when you read Celestial Pulse, it feels like an anime, it looks like an anime. So definitely went 100 on that. Oh, and I also figured out how to do coloring, like add the little pink hues to tan women. So that's a nice cool little thing. I took my blushes tutorial, and I basically applied it. So if you guys are learning how to do blushes on women, you can refer to that. I might put it in the thing, that little eye that keeps lighting. I probably put it in that. If you guys like this, hit the like. Because I'm just sitting here rambling, I guess. I did add the shades, like that smooth shade, just to make her hair look like it blends. Like, I love the two-tone, so I really played a lot with two-tone hair. So yeah, I did what I normally do if it was my own, And then another cool thing that I decided to do was add some red and yellows. And the reason why I added red and yellows is because of the scenery in the background. And then on top of that, her eyes are like slightly golden, but not golden. They're like that platinum color. And then she has that red skin. So I didn't want it to be hone or fully focused on that red. I wanted to like emphasize the red as if it was glowing and heated up in some type of way, like if she's hot. So that's what I did, and I added some, like, I will call it pulse energy. Yeah, I added that around it, and I added some lights and stuff to make it just pop. And I think it came out beautiful. So after I did that, I signed it. This is how it came out looking. I feel like she came out beautiful. Like, honestly speaking, it was really dope. The characters, that the way the commissioners think. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, hit that like, and if you're new here and you're like, Best, I like the way you do your thing on videos and stuff like that, go ahead and hit that subscribe and become one of our family members. Again, guys, I stream every Fridays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you want to have fun and enjoy me drawing, come down and enjoy us. Again, guys, thank you for watching, sharing, telling a friend, and helping a friend. Have an amazing rest of the day. Bye bye.